Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject Here. I'm Jordan, the famous daughter, obviously. So today you're going to have a tour of the Airbnb that we stayed in for New Year's Eve.
Last summer, we stayed in the cinema house, and this time we stayed in the same people, Melody and Anna's home, the French Lair. They offered us first pick of dates and gave us the option to come and stay in this home, which is actually showcasing 3 French revolutionist personalities in a bourgeois entertaining experience.
Bougie.
I'm going to say bourgeois. Now, I want to say when we pulled up, Anthony and the kids were not feeling this home. I know it can be a bit confusing with the 2 front doors, but they enter into 2 completely different parts of the home. I would like to say that I liked the outside of the home.
It was rustic.
It was rustic, but it gave like that kind of modern feel to it with the bronze type textures that are in the front with the lamps and the circle 1, 2, 3 of where you're staying. So I really like the front of it. So why don't you come on in with me and let us see what is behind this door. So when you come in, you are coming into the living room space, and let me tell you, this was a very cozy and very chic kind of space. It had a different decor than any home we've stayed in. I'm a big fan of candles and like a really different feel for your home. I loved that they had a whole wine bottle wall, and some of the wine bottles you'll see a little bit later had some very interesting words on them. But I liked how they even did the chandelier to make it feel like it's not a typical space. This was truly a unique Airbnb home. Now, this room had a massive TV, and it had surround sound. So as you'll see, there are some square rectangle type boxes on the sides. Those are actually speakers built into the walls. And there were also some in the ceilings and over by the TV, which you'll see in a second. Very beautiful. And we really did enjoy watching some movies here. We don't talk about Bruno. No. The kids did pick to watch a movie there, and the movie was Contento. What's the movie? Encanto. And this home was also a smart tech home with you could speak and say, hey, change the lights in the rooms, just the same as the cinema home. And there was also free gaming here with a Luna gaming controller. So anybody that's into gaming, you would enjoy this home. Powered by Alexa with the wall-mounted iPad ambience, which took this home to another level. Would you say you enjoyed your stay here?
Oh, indeed I did. You'll get to my favorite part soon.
Surround sound cinema with the subwoofers and the Dolby Atmos. Echo speakers throughout the house as well. And there were even overhead bathroom speakers, which we'll get to. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy putting on a little smooth tunes. But I liked how they made it chic with the revolutionists from, I love the French culture. Let them eat cake and all that. But I like how they incorporated that into the home and used the fake bookshelves and the bubble blowing. And this shows you the little bar area that was there with the gaming. And I like this little nook that was right by the front door with wine glasses and such. And you can see that.
And that television.
Yes. Loved it. They also had a photo wall, and they had letters that you could spell out different things. So, of course, we had to insert a subject here. And then around, you can see into the kitchen area, which it was such a quaint kitchen, and you can see the photo, where you can change the lighting and stuff in the house.
That's me, just pushing buttons.
So you can change in the French loo, oui. And it had this breakfast cart here with the microwave, toaster oven, all of your essentials that you would need. And they left everything exposed, which kind of added to the flair of the home. We did do some cooking in here. We made breakfast every day. We also made some other meals and just went to the supermarket and stocked up so that we could really be in the house, had everything we needed to cook a meal. It also had this little coffee bar. Hello, sir. Full size oven, range, everything that you would need. And then it peeked out into the backyard, which we'll get to in a moment. And it also had a French press, if anybody's into French press coffees. Dishwasher, everything you'll need. Hello, good sir, again. That's what he looked like he's saying. And then this is the dining area. And they had a huge picnic style table. It really gave you a feel of a different place. And This is in that second door in the home. So this is where you come into. I love the bronze accents that they had all through the house. And yes, you can fill this keg with beer.
Or
should
bourbon.
you be so inclined. Or bourbon. That would be a lot of bourbon. One thing that we like to do on vacation is we like to play games. So we taught our youngest how to play dominoes.
Yeah, it was an experience, as you can see. That was me being a rock star because I was winning.
He's a cheater,
I don't
pumpkin
cheat.
eater.
There's no reason to cheat.
And then our middle baby girl came in to see what was going on. She pops in and out. And this shows you the back of the home. All on one level, so you don't have to worry about any stairs. You do have to worry about some rooms don't have curtains.
Yeah.
I think Airbnb doesn't like curtains very much. But just your typical home in a typical neighborhood. But the inside of it really gave it a more cozy feel.
It did. It really did. The warm lighting did it for me.
I would agree there. And it kind of gave you that essence of you are someplace different, even though we were in Lynchburg, Virginia. And it had a back patio area with some seating. So if you come in warmer months, which surprisingly December was abnormally warm. So we did get to enjoy some outdoor time, but you have rockers, you have a table with some chairs, and then they also have this massive backyard.
Fire pit.
Has the fire pit, it has the grill. The host provided firewood for us so that we could make a fire if we wanted to. And you have a table out there as well, so that if you're cooking, you'll have a place to set your items.
Speaking of cooking.
And we decided to try something different, and instead of doing just s'mores, we also roasted hot dogs.
It was an experience.
It was truly an experience. We had a hard time trying to get the fire.
I sped it up, but I ain't had no hard time. I figured it out.
You never got a roaring fire.
Y'all gonna see it on here. That's why I did the little time lapse, hyperlapse thing. Y'all gonna see where there's smoke, there's fire.
But look at the struggle. This was a
This
struggle.
ain't no struggle. Look at. You see the smoke?
I don't see the fire.
See the smoke?
Where's the fire?
But you see the smoke.
Where is it? Where's the fire?
And you saw her poking like she really had something to do with the fire.
I tried. Then I said, let me sit down because this is taking.
And then they say, y'all see that fire? I did that.
It's just like a little flame.
And then the goofballs. They kept finding the camera that was set up.
But we really had a good, relaxing time. Weather was absolutely phenomenal for December in Lynchburg, Virginia. Plenty of firewood for you if you wanted to use the fire pit. Also a picnic table out there. This backyard was huge.
Could have played football out there.
You could have. There was also a conjuring swing. The kids called it the conjuring swing.
Yeah, I wasn't getting on that.
Hanging in the property. We didn't go too far. We just stayed in this cute little pathway here. We didn't wander off. That was about it. These goofies. Hello. But they got mad. We've never taken them to an Airbnb. So back into the house. This is one of the bathrooms. This is the shared bathroom that you enter from the hall.
Super small.
It did have stereo system in it, so you could play music while you're showering or primping or whatever. It also had the waterfall shower head and the spigots that come out of the side, as well as the lit mirror that you could control with the brightening and the dimming. And then this was one of the rooms, the Joan of Arc. I was Joan of Arc in one form of my life.
Dark.
Yeah, I don't think Joan starts with a D. But I love the way they constructed this bed to be more of a boat. And it was very comfortable.
And the wooden swords.
Our youngest, she really enjoyed staying in this
Yes.
particular room. You could also speak to Alexa, tell it to play music, tell it to change the colors of the room. And she said the bed was completely comfortable, sockets for charging phones right by it.
These photos were dope with the neon lights.
You go, girl. And then the Bonaparte suite was the room our middle baby girl stayed in.
That's fly.
Again, big, huge king bed. The other room had a queen bed. This one had a king bed, a little primping area, decor all around, still going with that French vibe and feeling. One thing that you will notice about this home is there are no dressers. So I would caution you, if you plan to come and stay, you're going to have to pack light. The Joan of Arc in this room had closets,
Yes, but
so you
that's the
did have
closet.
space to put things away, but no actual dressers. So just keep that in mind when you're staying in this place. And then the Antoinette suite. When you first come in to the left, there is a shower. So you have your standalone shower with, again, the waterfall shower head, mood lighting in there that you can control as well.
Turn off the light.
Quite interesting with a bench. And then another little kind of closet cubby.
Don't rush me.
They had the toilet and the sink area in here. Again, another lighting style mirror. No curtains. No curtains there. And a very small sink which had a little bit of storage space underneath of it. But this just shows you the room. Again, they really liked the neon lighting and wording, which I liked in this house.
And this is it at night.
And nice portraits. We put on the mood lighting, the blue, because Roxanne said turn on the red light. But who turns on blue?
The police. Wee doo wee doo wee.
My goodness. But this room also had a king bed and a lot of lighting around the bed as well. No dresser and no closet in this room. So just be mindful. This is all you're going to get. But we did have a comfortable stay. I also like when hosts put the caddy for your remotes on the wall.
Yes.
So that you always make
That
sure you know
definitely
where they
helps.
are. Because as you can see, there's not a lot of storage space on the sides of the beds.
not.
They just have the tables, which is cute, but not so much functional. So just keep those things in mind when you're staying in places such as this. But
Pack as light as possible because you're going to live out your suitcase, but it's a really, really amazing house.
highly recommend. Highly recommend. And I love how they do these words over top of pictures. I think I'm going to try something like this in my
I think
house.
that's dope. That
I'm
would be a
nicer
dope
when I
exit.
like my outfit. That's very true. I was not made to be subtle. Again, true. Ugh, as if. Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for watching this episode of Insert Subject Here. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Our new TikTok is Insert Subject Here. We post every Wednesday. And see y'all later.